Hey guys, what is up? Happy Friday. I meant to post this video a lot sooner, like last Wednesday, but we were away. If you follow me on Instagram, you know we were at Disney. So I just, between like packing and everything, I just never got a chance to sit down and edit and post this video before we left. So I figured later is better than never. So yeah, here we go. So this video, it's just going to be a 9x12 page from 2019. It is a page from us going hiking. Well, my husband forcing me to go hiking and me smiling in pictures even though I was miserable. But yeah, so let's get into it. This page I really wanted to pull from the blues and greens and like the browns from the forest and the rocks and stuff. So I had a little bit of trouble getting the cards for this one. I really wanted to use that like kind of tie-dye-y watercolory looking card. I think it's from Studio Calico. I think I do decide to keep that there. So I wanted to just bring some green down to the bottom of the page since it's mostly in that upper left-hand card or left-hand photo. Yeah, I love using wood grains on pages like these just because it kind of brings some texture to the page without actually bringing texture to the page, if that makes sense. You just like visually get the wood texture, but you don't have to like use a wood veneer card or anything to get that same effect. I'm just kind of like moving things around right now because I'm not quite sure what I want to do. But yeah. So as I'm just kind of rummaging through my stuff, I thought I would do a little quick update. I feel like it's been forever since I've posted, even though it's really only been a week and a half. It kind of felt like a weird dream that when we were away, like we weren't actually away, and then we came back and it felt like years had passed, but it was really just like 5 days. Yeah, so we went to Disney for a few days. If you followed me on Instagram, I was kind of spamming a lot of Disney things and I felt kind of bad because like I'm sure people don't follow me for Disney things, but I was just so excited to be back. When we had went, like the day before we got there, they literally like lifted the mask mandate for outside for Disney, which made us a little nervous because we live in an area where it's like mask compliance is pretty good, I think, especially like at stores and outside, like in the parking lots and stuff, and everyone's like pretty good about masking and stuff. So we were a little spooked, but when we got there, it wasn't that bad. It was busy, I guess, because I think like a lot of shows and stuff weren't running, so there weren't places to suck up the crowds as much as normal. But there was like a lot of breathing room, and it felt okay. We kept our masks on for the most part, just because we just weren't there yet. We weren't ready, which is fine. No one really said anything, and the cast members were good about making sure people had their masks on, like in lines and in stores and stuff. So yeah. But it was really nice. It really needed a break. I was thinking about it, and we really haven't like gone on vacation or done anything in maybe like, I think the last time we left was last Labor Day weekend in September. We went to Portland, Maine, and Bar Harbor for like 3 days. And that's pretty much the extent of our travel for the last year and a half. So it was weird like being in an airport again and getting on an airplane and all that. But it was fun, and I miss it so much. It was kind of like a last minute trip. We decided like 2 months ago that let's book it, see how things are in terms of like, you know, the world and like generally how things are going. And then if anything we cancel, no big deal. So I'm glad we were able to go. And yeah, we use the excuse that it's like a research trip because we're going again in November with friends. So we're like, we haven't been in a while, so let's just like go and see how things are, and you know, so we can make sure they have a good time when they come. So, which honestly, it will probably help. So yeah. Anyway, so back to the page. What am I doing? I found this card or this tag buried in my like random bin of random stuff, which if you watched my video last week, organizing just like my new supplies, you see I have like a random bin of just like random plastic things, vellum, tags and stuff like that I don't really have a category for, and this just happened to be in there. It's like this really pretty, I don't know if it's like a watercolor, paint splattery, or paintbrush stroke looking tag, and I'm not using it as a tag, I just really like the color. So I'm just gonna throw a date on there, and then you'll see in a couple minutes I do some typewriter journaling, and I'll just cut off the strips, which I feel like I haven't done in a while, and I forget how much I like that look, and I forget especially how much I like doing it on patterned paper. It's a really good way to associate the word, to utilize different colors on the page in a small way without having to use a whole card or to use a huge embellishment, and it just helps tie in the page a little bit better. So now I'm just doing the typewriting journaling I was talking about with my very high quality typewriter with the very sticky keys. I really should get this thing fixed. I feel like if I got it fixed, I would probably use it more. But yeah, so we got back Wednesday. I went to like my regular job yesterday, and I was like exhausted because I had we came in like midnight the night before, and I had to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning. And then today we woke up early. We had to go to my sister's college graduation, so we woke up at like 6 a.m. To drive down because it's like an hour and a half away. So I've been like just running nonstop for the last couple of days, and then I'm working tomorrow, so Saturday, so that's not as fun. But yeah, I've been very busy around here. Been slowly working on a restock for anyone who wants to grab like those kits from my Etsy shop that I'm going to do a restock on Thursday the 27th. So keep an eye on that. Follow me on Instagram, and I will announce it so you guys don't forget. And then I've been like looking around online for like different printers who can like commercial printers to print the cards for me, because I've been printing them and cutting them at home, and it's just very time consuming, not as high quality as I'd like. So I want to figure out what I can do for next release and hopefully put out something better for you guys and those who like are in my shop or check out my shop. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna work on this wood grain card. I thought it was a little too too empty. I really wanted some kind of like patterned paper, just like as a mat on the for the typewriter journaling, but I couldn't find like a 3x3 card or patterned paper that I liked. So I've been really loving these Heidi Swap. They're supposed to be photo corners, I think, but I clearly haven't been using them as photo corners. I have been using them like as embellishments, which is fine, you know, do whatever you want. So I think just to bring in some of that green, I'm just going to use those there and then place the typewriter strips on top of it, just for like a little pop of color. So I'm pretty happy with the base of the page. Now I'm just going to work on embellishments and just kind of finishing this page off. That top middle card, I think I'm going to leave alone. It just says, "Let's go wander," I think, which worked really well for the page because we were going on a hike. I really love these chipboard hearts from Studio Calico. They're not like perfect hearts. They're like kind of, not scribbly, but just kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not scribbly, just, I don't know. Not scribbly. They're like hand-drawn, I guess. I don't know. Sorry. So I'm just going to use like some of the green and the blue ones, again, just to tie the colors in a little bit more. And, oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it gets a little shaky up here sometimes. Just to bring in some of that green and blue again. Oh, and here's a non-scrapbooking related question for you guys. What have you guys been watching? Because I honestly just live in a constant rewatch of New Girl. I've watched the show maybe like 6 or 7 times now. It's so good. It's so funny. I love it so much. But I just kind of need something new to watch. I've been watching like the new Marvel shows that have been coming out, but nothing's coming out right now until Loki in June. I've been watching, I like went through a whole K-drama binge at one point, but because I'm usually watching TV while I'm doing work in my office, my hands are usually occupied and I'm not staring at the TV as much, so I can only replay K-dramas I've seen because I don't have to read them because I know what's going on. So yeah, if you have any TV recommendations, drop them in the comments. I like, my favorite shows are like Parks and Rec, New Girl, K-drama wise, Crash Landing, of course, Reply 1988. Startup was good before it turned to trash, which if anyone I know watches this, you know I have very strong feelings about. But yeah, so let me know if there's any TV shows you guys would recommend, because I am like out, and I could honestly watch New Girl until I died, but you know, I probably should mix it up. It's like New Girl, and I just rewatch the Marvel movies over and over again. They're like my comfort TV, which I don't think there's anything wrong with, but sometimes you just want something different. And as you can see, I was kind of struggling with that middle row right hand card, just trying to figure out something to put in the middle. I just was like, I wanted to do something craft colored or on craft paper, just because it kind of brought some of the brown onto that side as well, and I thought the card was too light right under that other pretty bright picture. But I found this, I don't know, this like green die cut. I don't know if that's like flowers on there or something, some kind of shrub or nature related thing. And then I just did some stamping on that, something about adventuring, I don't know, hiking related or nature related. But yeah, and now I'm just going to use the same stamp set. I think it's from Studio Calico. I really love this like circle stamp there, and I'm going to just go ahead and stamp that on that bottom left hand photo. I get a lot of questions when I do stamp on pictures, like what kind of ink do I use, what kind of photo paper. My pictures are printed, they're from not Studio Calico, my bad, from Persnickety Prints, and they use their, I order the matte photo prints, and I just use like the Ranger archival ink, and honestly, I've never had any issues about like smudging. Before the archival ink, I was using StazOn, which again, never smudged, never had any issues. I know a lot of people have issues with like smudging and things not drying, but this is what I use, and I've never had problems, so maybe try that. I don't know. So now I'm just like looking for anything to finish this off, stickers, stars, something like that. I don't know if I actually find anything I like. I think I just finish it off with adding a little chipboard embellishment to that top left-hand card, just to bring some blue into there. But yeah, so detail shots will follow in just a minute. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments about anything I showed you guys in this video. Please follow me on Instagram for more updates, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time.